you guys, Ashley here with Make It With Ashley, and today we are making 2 cards and they are part of the Cake Day celebration. And so we are going to be using very few pieces. Alright, we're going to be using some stickers and just kind of doing a really little technique. So to start us off, we are going to go ahead and stamp on a white piece. I'm going to flip my Versamat over. And we want that resin up here. And since I noticed this my present is longer than my strip of paper, I am going to bring in a scratch piece of paper. Let me grab one. To stamp onto all over my Versamat. Okay, I'm going to be using my intense black ink because I plan on coloring some of these in, and that will help keep things from bleeding. Now, I have not used this one before, so I'm actually just gonna stamp it off there. Wow, this one actually worked great, even for being the first time. So I'm gonna ink it back up, and then how do I want to do this? I'm gonna do it where I'll do that. Okay. So it's going to go off on one edge, but the other edge is fine. And I'm just going to wipe that off. And actually, no, I'm not just going to wipe it off. Well, I did wipe it off, but I realized something. I wanted to raise this up a little bit higher. So I'm actually going to flip it over and I'm going to restamp it because I wanted to do a stitched border at the bottom of this. So this time I'm going to actually stamp it at of the top. There we go. So I can do a stitched border at the bottom. And then I'm going to bring in my envelope. Okay. While I have my stamps out, I'm going to add some fun pizzazz to this card. So this is super cute. I'm going to unfold my envelope. I'm going to ink this up. This is a nice long one, so it reaches all the way across. And I am just going to stamp the presents there. And then I'm going to stamp them at the very bottom. So this isn't going to mess with anywhere I need to put important information. Okay. And then when I close this up, right, how cute is that? Just a little touch. And if I want, I can color my markers. If it is black and white, I want. All right, so let me clean that up real quick and we'll add in our stitched border. I do want to do a stitched border at the top. So these are going to end up like this. So I want the top of my lemonade, and I want that to be on the darker side. So I'm just going to run a quick stitch all the way across. And then I'm going to do the same thing at the bottom. So that's why I had to restamp this. I wanted a stitched border, but the first one I did a little, it was almost right on that bottom edge. Okay. Super simple, super quick. All right, so I went ahead and brought in my card base, zoomed in a little bit, and I'm going to start with that yellow strip, and I want to be 1.5 inches from the top, so 4 and 5. Line that up. Versamat is so useful for that. And then I am, actually I'm going to color in some of my presents first before I glue that down. So I'm going to bring in my Aqua blue blend, and I'm going to do a little bit of fun shading. So I'm going to start with the light side of the Aqua blue blend. All right. And then I'm going to go to the medium side, and I'm going to add just kind of that darker border on the bottom, the left, and the bow. And then I'm going to do, let's do a pink one. That is bright pink. So I'm going to also start with the lighter shade. On bright one like this one. And then I'm going to actually switch to the dark side to do that little flower. And then I'm going to switch back to the medium side, and I'm going to add some nice, cute little polka dot pattern. Okay. And then let's go ahead and do one more. Let's do, where'd my yellow one go? There it is, my citrus blend. And that one I'm going to start on the light side also. There it is. And I think this one, you know what, let's do some stripes on this one. I'm going to do some diagonal stripes. So I'm going to go straight to the dark because it's yellow. I want it to show. Well, not too much, but good enough. You can kind of see it if you're really close. And then that's probably all I'm going to need on that side. Let me set this on the card. So this is going to go right there. Oh, actually, green side up, but that looks good. So I just need to color the 3 on the right-hand side. And those are kind of the same colors that I'm going to stick to. I'll just repeat, maybe in a slightly, you know what, I'll do going in, I'll do it so it mirrors going in. So we have our light aqua blue. You know, this one would probably work better for stripes. I think that would be a little bit more bolder than the yellow. Yeah. There we go. Okay, I like that. So I did the dark. We'll do the dark on the bow. And then for my pink present, I am once again, I'm starting with that light side. And then I think I'm going to shading on this one. So I'm going to do the dark bow, but I'm just going to do medium shading. So I'm going to do the very bottom, and I'm going to do that outer present. But not least is that yellow lemonade look. And I feel like that yellow didn't really work that well showing the difference between the dark versus the light. See? So I think you know what? I'm gonna shade more of like a checkered pattern. Oh yeah, that's cute. Yeah. So really simple, small, and then I don't need to worry about the center. If you're not sure how you want to color these, then that center could be a fun way for you to experiment, because if you don't like it, it's going to get covered up anyway. But that's going to get butted right against there. And then I am I'm going to glue down my green. And as far as placement goes, this is going to be just centered, and it's going to be 3/4 of an inch from the top. All right, so kind of 3/4 of an inch from the top. Just aiming for center on my card. Oh, and of course I move it last minute. There we go. Oh, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, and that's going to go there. And then we are going to go ahead and bring in some stickered elements. Okay, so this is a great way kind of to use up some extra stickers. So we're going to use Yay. I'm going to take my citrus blend on the light side, and we are going to highlight Yay. And so you can do more of like a uniform square. I like it a little bit more where it's, you know, it's like I went in and did like a quick kind of on it. And then we're actually going to stamp on stickers. So grab Wildberry out, and then you want that little itty bitty asterisk. So if you look at your stamp set, see that little asterisk there? And we are going to just pizzazz up this balloon. So if you notice, the other two kind of have something on them. And the best part about this is I can stamp off of, or stamp over onto the actual sticker sheet, and I'm just going to peel the sticker off, and it works great. Okay, so I am going to start with the Glacier Balloon, and that is going to go kind of at the top here. So this one, I'm going to place up here. This is going to be off the top, but I still want to see that green. And then I'm going to do the yellow balloon. Okay. And actually, I'm going to pop up my yellow balloon. So grab some 3D tape, or I did a shaker card not too long ago, and I have some of those foam squares left over. I feel like I might need something a little more. Okay. Do that thing there, and then a little itty bitty piece at the bottom. There we go. That'll work. All right, and then peel that off. Okay, let me use my tweezers, and we'll do this one so it's kind of just barely overlapping the green. And then let's bring in that cute pink one that we did, and let me find a curvy one for the top, and then we can do this one for the bottom. Okay. So that fun, cute pink. And that one is gonna go, actually, before I glue that one down, I am gonna do some strings. Okay, so it's gonna just come underneath my balloon, and I kind of want them to kind of maybe intersect over here. So I'm just gonna do kind of a little like whoop, and then I'm gonna have it come all the way down and off. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to have this kind of come. It's going to intermingle. I'm going to do a cute little loop on that one. And then let me figure out. And so I needed that one done because this one's a little bit more like trickier to place. Okay, because I can't really draw that other one. Granted, I covered up parts of it, but still. And then I'm going to bring this one down underneath. And then just kind of cross there. Okay, look at that. How cute. So then we need something to bring these strings together. So back to your stamp, we're gonna do this kind of little, it almost looks like a flower. Toss that down and grab your intense black ink. Okay. Oh, throw it around apparently. And then I'm going to do this right where those intersect. Okay. And now we need to grab our marker. Okay. So this is our light green blend. And I am on the light side. I'm going to add a border. And then I'm just going to have it go over the strings. Oops. There. Okay. And for some extra like little flair, I'm going to do some like little hash marks. We need something over here. There we go. That's cute. Okay. I like that. And then we're going to add in, we have a yay sticker that we colored. So find that yay. Again, some foam tape on this one. Looking for the slightly round ones for this heart shape. Okay. So this is going to help fill in that bottom right, is where sentiment is. There we go. Yay. And then to tie it all together, two of our large yellow dots, and those are going to kind of go up here. Oops, let me grab, there's my piercing tool. So one there, one there. And look at that. How cute, how cute. Quick, they're using up some extra stickers left over and some stamping, right? Right? And color this to match whatever you've left. One more small detail. I'm going to grab that light green blend again, and I'm just going to add in a couple more little confetti. So again, I'm on the light side. And just kind of add in a little extra pizzazz and flair. All right, let's make card number 2. Okay, card number 2 is going to envelope. Okay, we are going to start with the yellow marker. So again, the citrus blend, and I'm going to find that light side. And just like we did on that layout, we are going to edge this guy. And again, I do not want a perfect straight edge. I kind of want that fun, organic look. Now, if you do want that straight edge, again, whoops, okay, maybe somewhat straight edge. Here we go. You can always use the ruler. Again, when you do the ruler, I would bust out your all-purpose mat. Okay, there we go. And next is going to be adding some fun dots. There you go. Now, I do not need to fill in the whole thing. As you may be able to tell, this is going to go in the center here. So, I just kind of need to be able to cover that up. So we'll add some dots, some random stamping. Again, when you're random stamping, you're kind of aiming for triangles. So see there, triangle, triangle, triangle. Try to kind of attempt to keep a uniform distance between the dots. Okay. And then just kind of fill in your pattern. You can click. It will fill up page. And then you could use a darker. I'm on the light. Now, if you want it to be a little bit bolder, again, the yellow, I feel like the yellow doesn't have that much of a contrast compared to some of the other TriBlend markers. And since we are going to also be using some of that lemonade paper, I think there will be plenty where kind of this subtle backdrop will be really fun. Okay, that should be good. Perfect. All right. Okay, let me see if I can adjust. Oh, that's a little bit better. Okay. All right, so next I am going to go ahead and glue this, just kind of aim for center. Then I'm going to grab my pen. Actually, we can do that after we glue our yellow. On my yellow, I'm going to be on the darker side. Okay. And I am going to kind of make an asterisk. Like now, I could use the stamp, but I'm going to be doing some other details with pen. So just so you can kind of see, you can create your own. So I'm going to do kind of random asterisks. And let's see. I am going to have a large sticker in the center, so trying to figure out how much I need to cover up and which ones are gonna be good. Okay, we'll do that. And then I am gonna go that the dark side of citrus now. Okay, because I want it to stand out, kind of doing a tone on tone. And I should probably let it a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and counter that and do some dots. my ink to set up a little bit, but I'm creating my own kind of confetti backdrop. And that tone on tone is nice. Let's see if I can go over it now. No, okay, I'm impatient and I need to wait. Okay, so that is, well, yeah, I gotta wait for it to dry. But that is the next piece I need, so I'll be back. Okay, let that dry, and then I added, let's see if you can kind of see. So I went over the asterisks, and then I added the dots with the side. In person, you can see kind of this nice subtle tone on tone. It's a lot super fun. And so this is just now going to get glued down in the center of my card. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to go back to my sticker sheet. And so you notice we have a cake with candles, but then we also have an extra set of candles. So this is a really fun one. It is going to be like, I lost count because, oh my gosh, look at how many candles are on this cake. So this one is going to go down first, and then I'm going to pop this up with some 3D foam tape. Okay, I have some random squares and stuff laying around. Okay, there is a big square I had, but then let me hit some of these spots. Guess maybe I should have done that at an edge. And then let's stick one right in there. Okay, let me peel those off. We're gonna lay it on our card. So this is gonna kind of go right. I still want to see that pink. Okay, see that there. I am going to then bring back my pen to tie it in. So why we did the asterisks and pen is to kind of help tie in a stitched border. And to show you don't always have to stamp, you can kind of create with whatever you have and need. Okay, so you can see that. And we're repeating a lot of those techniques that we used in our layouts. Do stitch edge, adding curves, and bring in. I lost count. How fun is that? This right on top of your cake, and then to kind of finalize it, let's find my dots. Oh, here I have some here, and we are going to do some wild berry dots. You know, I'm just going to do 2 wild berry dots, the large ones, in that top corner there. Okay, and look at that. How cute and fun, and I love all the candles, and I can't wait to give this to someone old in my life. Okay, so I went ahead and stamped on my other envelope, so that way those are matching, and you can see just how cute, so much fun. If you like the cards and the layouts, then place an order for the materials or just some of the materials, and I will send you the cutting guide for free. And as always, craft on, ladies and gentlemen.